My name's Craig Oldham. I'm a judge on the book design jury. It's the first time I've done book design, but I have judged before. And yeah, let's have a look at some of the stuff. A couple of the books that I really enjoyed. This one, Cycling Lexicon, was just kind of effortless really, just sort of looks at the content in a really great way. It's just those little badges that you get stuck on the, I don't know what the technical term is, which is really shit at me since I'm a cyclist. I'll get it in a minute, but anyway, just the badges, the brand badges on cycles, and it's just an amazing collection that some pretty wonderful guys collected, and it's just been laid out beautifully to size. It's a lovely little book, lovely little finishes, and the sculpted emboss on there just really sort of, you know, you want to take it home with you. It's just a really good book. There's some really good stuff with illustration going on. This jazz book just had effortless kind of illustration and the way it tied it all together just to create a really kind of intimate reflection of what jazz is. It's just really good. Couple more. Anish Kapoor was pretty popular. I think everyone kind of loved this one, just for the way that it really captured a sense of Kapoor's work. The really nice touch of the wax sort of seeping through the pages until it really does just sort of fade out into insignificance. And, you know, really nice thing there. It's envy-inducing kind of stuff. And again, just the layout's kind of really kind of refreshing, yet really kind of classical as well. And it just feels great, you know, it's got a good weight to it. Always a good noise to get, I think. I kind of like that one as well, Nostalgia. Can't really say much about it, you know. It's got a picture of a dog in the sea, which is always a winner, and you know, just the narrative that it kind of pins together using text and little bits of cut-out text and imagery, of course. Just that the way that those kind of balance, they just create quite an intimate kind of portrait and quite a book. Gotta love a bit of Tom Dixon, haven't you? Excuse me, guys. This kid's book, Hide and Eek, is just, you're not going to see this on camera obviously, but because you're supposed to do it in the night, but just the interactivity, it's just so playful. It works on so many levels, you know. Imagine that at night and being a kid and feeling a little bit cheeky, staying up past your bedtime. Being a pessimistic designer as I am, I was thinking, oh, is this going to last? But it does every single time. It's a surprise. It's not just a one-trick pony. It's absolutely engaging. It's just such a kind of an innovative book and really good. And last but certainly not least, it's just absolute genius. So yeah, David, you bastard, that's very good. It's just amazing to get that. It's just a wonderful idea. It's one of those that's, I imagine, it's, you know, you can look at that and think, oh, I bet that came to him in a second, but I bet it was absolutely painstakingly difficult to be that simple. And you've got to applaud him for that. I think it's a great piece of work. So yeah, bastard. You're always going to get quite a lot of food books. Cookbooks are quite popular, but the ones that have come up are generally, because they're not kind of cliche, it's kind of easy to go down that kind of route of let's just show food, you know, a bit of depth of field and all that, and there's a classic vernacular of food photography and writing about food. And the ones that have come up, I mean, this one is just a cover, not the actual book, but and you look at it and you think, oh yeah, but the detail on that, just the way it feels in your hand, and even the paper's kind of rough, and it just feels like grouting, which is amazing. They had to get a book in here somewhere, didn't they? Noma. I think the intelligence in this one was the fact that it would have been easy to sling in, you know, your classic kind of cookbook together in one, but what they did, because it's such a nice story, they track the text differently. There's a sort of an informal part of it, a sort of a personality piece, a bit of a journal, bit of text, and then there's the sort of recipe book. So they've sort of paid attention and detail to each one of those in its own context, which I think is what made that a pretty successful piece of design, really. And then of course, where best chefs eat, yellow pages of restaurants, and it's pretty impenetrable. You know, it's just, you know, it's got those kinds of things going on everywhere, and it just feels, well, because it feels rammed of information, it absolutely is. but it's just such a typographical joy, that, and it just feels kind of great. And of course you want to know, don't you? Because if you're a foodie, that's the book you're going to have. So yeah, it's good shit.